Hey, how's it going, sophomores? We're going to talk today about the Columbian Exchange. This is for both Tuesday and Wednesday's lessons this week. So let's get right into it. All right, starting off with our objectives: to identify and compare the technological advances that caused the Columbian Exchange, and also to compare and analyze positive and negative effects of the Columbian Exchange. And our assessment, which we're going to be focusing on today, are the two comparison writings on the Columbian Exchange. Here is everything that should be done already. So let's get into this right now. Number one, make sure your Columbian Exchange packet is finished. All of your notes are finished and typed on there. And if you're looking for how do you do that, that is if you go to the website and you go to Monday's lesson, I have linked the note packet right there. You can click on this. The note packet is there for you. You may go to File, make a copy, rename it with your name in the beginning. So just take out that copy of and put your name. The name we've been using a lot is Roberto for this. And then you click OK. And then you have your own copy of this where you can take your notes. And many of you watching these videos are like, yes, Mr. Wood, I've done that. I'm giving this for the people who have not quite have that finished yet. Right? And when you're done, you'll turn that into turnitin.com right here, where it says Columbian Exchange Note Packet. So if you haven't done that yet, make sure that you turn your note packet in. What else is due is the multiple choice. And the multiple choice, just like our note packet, is located. Let me show you where you can find that. The multiple choice, where I link that, is right here on Wednesday, April 15th. You can click on it right here. And you scap the reading that's here, like we've done in class, and you will answer the questions. Oh, and I forgot to add, of course, go to File, make a copy, and make your own copy and turn that in under Columbian Exchange multiple choice. And make sure you get that in. That will be graded as part of the standard. Then we have our Flipgrid questions as well, which are due. Where do you find the Flipgrid questions? So a good question. You go again back to the website, and your Flipgrid questions are located here on the 15th, April 15th. Right here, you click on these directly, and they take you right to where you can do your Flipgrid. When you get there, you read the question, push the big green button, and record your response. Now, if you don't want to record your response, many students have written their responses in an email and sent them to me. So those are due, and remember, of course, on the website, as always, if you ever fall behind, you can go back and do the old days assignments and work your way back to where we are today. Okay, so scroll down and find out where you need to catch up to if you're behind and get caught up. If you're caught up, awesome, thanks for being patient. We will get into what is next. All right, so last thing that needs to be done is the group graphic organizers. And yes, I do look at the group graphic organizers and I grade them. So every class is on here. So if I went to third periods, for example, now this might not be done since I'm recording this on Monday. But what you'll find is you'll find everyone's names there. And then where you find your name, you do your work. So here we got Jacqueline did a great job on her number one, doing her claim evidence explanation. Has it filled in there. She's in third hour, doing an awesome job. Question one is up here. Here's the question. And then you fill in your answers on your name. And question two, which I'm willing to bet a lot of people don't have done on here yet because that was Monday's homework. I'm recording this on Monday, is right here. And you read that question about the positives and negative effects for people for the Columbian Exchange, and you write your answers below. And like I said, I'm recording this on Monday, so I don't think many people are done yet. And that is, of course, part of your assessment, so make sure that that gets done. All right, let's move into what we need to get done for today. Number one, obviously get caught up if you're behind on the Columbian Exchange. But Today we are going to type our assessments, and I'm going to give you both Tuesday and Wednesday of class. Thursday, of course, WSP will have some work for you to do. So the deadline for this is going to be Thursday at 11:59. So Thursday, April 23rd, 11:59, you should be done typing your CEE paragraphs. That means question number 1 on the astrolabe and the caravel, which one do you think had more of an impact? And the second question is on if the Columbian exchange was positive or negative overall. So again, here's question number 1, which you'll type. You should have your claim, evidence, and explanation already done. Now you're just going to type these up. All right. And how do I do that? You basically just open up a Google Doc and you type like we normally do. We take our header just like we normally do, double space it, put your name, world history, teacher's name, and the date. Give it a title. Don't think too much about that title. Mine is Columbian Exchange Comparison Assessment. A title like that would work. And then put number 1 and type out your paragraph. Now, if you're worried about length for about this, we're probably looking at about a page, give or take, for each answer. You're going to start off with your claim, something like this. The astrolabe made a bigger impact in world history than the blank. And let me add, if I want to make that stronger, I would say because of, and then give your reason why one was bigger than the other. Then you do give evidence, and you will need to provide evidence for both the astrolabe and the caravel. The 2 images. That's what they are. Just watch the Flipgrid and everybody says those. And then you need to give an explanation. And if you're wondering, how am I going to grade these explanations and everything? Well, basically, I'm going to use the rubric that we made as a class, and I'm not going to add on to this one. This is one I have it here. It says Crusades because I'm using the same basic rubric. You need to make a strong claim. You need to have evidence for both and explanation for both. Now, some of you just want to give evidence for one, evidence for the other, and then give an explanation. But if you can mix your explanation in there, you can try to start off with an explanation. Feel free to experiment in your writing a little bit like we normally do. Now, if you're like, I don't want to do that, go ahead and write claim, evidence for one, evidence for the other, and then an explanation. Just kind of following what we've talked about. So if you want to make any connections, you can do that for your explanation. So you can explain why you think the astrolabe is a better tool, and you can compare it to another tool of something else that we have today, or something in the past, or something that you've learned about. That would work. When it comes to explanation, you will be rewarded for your creativity. And if it's just not really much of an explanation, not explaining why one is better than the other, you're not going to get many points here. So really try to be creative on this and type it up. So make sure that gets done, because what we're going to do on Friday, let me just put this down here while I'm making it. For Friday's class, basically what we're going to do is, for Friday, you are going to grade and evaluate another classmate's writing. So I'll have a rubric there for you to use, and you can grade another student's writing. And that's what you'll do on Friday. And it looks like we'll probably be turning these in probably on Sunday night at 11:59 is when this will be due. And then we'll move forward to our next chapter after that. So go ahead and get this done. Keep up the great work. Email me if you have any questions or if you're confused about anything. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Good luck, and hope you guys and your families are doing well. Great to see you.